So welcome back. In the next few videos we're going to look at circles as part of geometry. So this is another big bit, we haven't touched on it yet. But again, all the old rules still hold true about parallel lines, about triangles, and about everything else. So first I'm just going to briefly go through kind of a revision of the circle and the different names of things and different rules, and then we can start doing some questions. So first, this is obviously a circle, and then from the center point to any point at the outside of the circle is going to be the radius. It's going to be the same the whole way around, yeah? The diameter then is just the whole way across the circle, and it has to go through the center point. That's going to be 2 times the radius. The circumference is just the entire way around the circle, so the length of the outside of the circle. So you'd also call that the perimeter if you want. The circumference of the circle is the perimeter, and that's equal to 2 pi or, where or is the radius, okay? Yeah, so that's everything about the circumference. Then we have these 2 bits here. So we have the arc, on a specific arc on a circle is just 1 bit of the circumference. So for example, this bit here is just that arc, and then the sector is the colored in bit there in orange. Yeah, it's just a little area of a circle, so it's not the entire area. The arc is not the entire circumference, it's just a little bit of it. Okay, a tangent to a circle is a line that hits a circle at 1 point only, and that point there is, in this case, is the yellow dot I've just drawn, so the point of tangent. So yeah, just you need to know that a tangent hits a circle at only 1 point. Then also we have a chord of a circle, which again is just a line that goes through a circle and it goes from 1 point to the other. It's generally called a chord, just the bit that's on the inside. Yeah, that's all you really need to know, just how to name it. And now we're going to scroll down, and then some rules we need to know about the circle. So the first rule we're going to do here is an angle from the center is twice the angle from the circumference if they both stand in the same arc. So that sentence doesn't really make much sense on its own, but if you look at the picture it makes more sense. So if you have these 2 bits here, so if you have an angle from, say, this point here to this point here, and if that follows this arc here, if that angle is x, then if you measure the same angle from the center point, so this red dot here is the center point, then you'll get 2x. So that's the same no matter where it is. Say for example, if I draw a circle here, and this angle here is 50, now that's kind of hard to see. That means that this angle here is 100, granted that that's the center point. Okay, so that's just that first rule, and that's really helpful. The second rule then is any triangle that has its base on the diameter of the circle. So for example, these 2 triangles, they have their base on the diameter. Diameter goes to the center point, is a right angled triangle. So that means this top one here is always going to be at a right angle if this bottom one is on the diameter. Okay, so no matter what, these 2 rules are always true. Then the last one, then we have an angle will always be the same from any point in the circle if it stands in the same arc. So again, it doesn't make loads of sense, but if you look at the picture, so we have this arc here, so it's between 2 points. So we have this white one here, I'm going to color in. Any angle you have is always going to be the same no matter where you have it. So if this angle that's from this point, it has, say, this specific angle, and then the angle from loads of different points, it's always the same, because they always stand on the same arc. So no matter how many lines you draw, it's always going to be the same angle, basically, is the point. Okay, that's all there is really for this video. In the next video, we're going to do a couple more rules and different things you need to know about chords and tangents. Yeah, and then we'll be ready to start doing questions. So again, nothing too complicated there, just a little revision. If you like the videos, then like and subscribe and share them with your friends as well if you find them helpful. So we'll see you in the next one where we do some more rules about circles.